Welcome back to Curistat, where we explore fascinating facts about the world. In today's video, we'll be counting down the top 10 largest countries by land area. These countries are giants in terms of size and geography, covering deserts, forests, mountains, and tundra. Let's embark on a journey across some of the planet's most expansive and diverse landscapes, starting with number 10. Starting off our list at number 10 is Algeria, the largest country in Africa, with an area of approximately 2.38 million square kilometers. What's fascinating about Algeria is that nearly 80% of its land is part of the Sahara Desert, the third largest desert in the world. But despite its arid reputation, Algeria's northern regions are home to fertile valleys and coastal cities like Algiers, the capital, where Mediterranean influences meet African culture. In addition to its desert landscapes, Algeria also boasts the Atlas Mountains, which run through its northern regions, offering a stark contrast to the sandy dunes. Algeria is a country of extremes: extreme heat, vast open spaces, and a rich history that dates back to the Roman Empire, with ruins still visible today. At number 9, we have Kazakhstan, the largest landlocked country in the world, covering around 2.72 million square kilometers. Nestled between Europe and Asia, Kazakhstan is famous for its vast steppe landscapes, endless plains that stretch far into the horizon, giving the country a truly open, boundless feel. Despite its sparse population, Kazakhstan is growing rapidly in the fields of technology and space exploration. The Baikonur Cosmodrome, the world's oldest spaceport, is located here and was the launch site for the first human in space, Yuri Gagarin, back in 1961. From its ancient nomadic heritage to its futuristic cities, like Nur-Sultan, Kazakhstan is a country of contrasts. Number 8 is Argentina. Covering about 2.78 million square kilometers, Argentina stretches from the tropical rainforests in the north to the icy wilderness of Patagonia in the south. It's one of the most geographically diverse countries on Earth. Patagonia alone is known for its glaciers, rugged mountains, and wide open spaces that seem to extend forever. The Andes mountain range forms a natural border between Argentina and Chile, with Aconcagua standing as the highest peak in the Western Hemisphere at nearly 7,000 meters. Argentina is also home to breathtaking waterfalls like Iguazu Falls, one of the largest waterfall systems in the world. And of course, we can't forget Buenos Aires, a vibrant city known for its culture, tango, and European-inspired architecture. Coming in at number 7 is India, covering 3.29 million square kilometers. India is one of the most populous and culturally rich countries in the world, but it's also vast in terms of its geography. From the towering Himalayas in the north, which include some of the tallest mountains in the world, to the fertile plains of the Ganges River, India's landscape is as diverse as its people. India also contains everything from arid deserts in Rajasthan to dense rainforests in the Western Ghats, which are a biodiversity hotspot. Let's not forget about India's wildlife. This country is home to iconic animals like Bengal tigers, Asian elephants, and the Indian rhinoceros. At number 6, we have the island continent of Australia, spanning 7.69 million square kilometers. Australia is mostly known for its outback, a vast, arid desert that covers much of the country's interior. But Australia is more than just red deserts. Its eastern coast is home to lush rainforests and vibrant cities like Sydney and Melbourne. Australia is also known for its unique wildlife. From kangaroos hopping through the bush to koalas lounging in eucalyptus trees, the country's biodiversity is like no other. The Great Barrier Reef, the largest coral reef system in the world, stretches for over 2,300 kilometers and is home to thousands of species of marine life. Taking the 5th spot is Brazil, the largest country in South America, with a land area of 8.51 million square kilometers. Brazil is most famous for the Amazon rainforest, which covers a massive portion of the country and plays a critical role in regulating the world's climate. But Brazil is not just about rainforests. It also has the Pantanal, the world's largest tropical wetland, and some of the most iconic beaches on the planet, including those in Rio de Janeiro. Brazil's cities are cultural melting pots, with Rio known for its carnival and São Paulo for its bustling economy and diverse population. Coming in at number 4 is the United States, covering 9.83 million square kilometers. The U.S. is known for its geographical diversity, from the deserts of the Southwest, like the Grand Canyon, to the forests and mountains of the Pacific Northwest. The United States is also home to Alaska, which alone would rank as the 18th largest country in the world. The country's national parks, like Yellowstone and Yosemite, preserve some of the most stunning natural landscapes on Earth. And of course, we can't forget its urban landscapes like New York City, one of the largest metropolitan areas in the world. At number 3 is China, the second most populous country in the world, but also one of the largest, with a land area of 9.6 million square kilometers. China's landscape is incredibly varied, from the dry deserts of the west to the fertile farmlands of the east. China is home to the world's tallest mountain, Mount Everest, shared with Nepal, and one of the largest deserts, the Gobi Desert. But beyond its natural wonders, China's ancient civilization is also reflected in landmarks like the Great Wall and the Forbidden City. The country's rapidly growing cities like Beijing and Shanghai are symbols of modernity in this vast historic nation. Coming in second is Canada, covering nearly 10 million square kilometers. Canada is known for its expansive wilderness. Forests, lakes, and mountains dominate much of its land. In fact, Canada has more lakes than any other country in the world, with around 60% of the world's lakes located here. Canada's north stretches into the Arctic, where polar bears roam, and the northern lights can often be seen dancing in the sky. The country's urban centers like Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver provide a vibrant contrast to its vast natural landscapes. Taking the top spot as the largest country in the world is Russia, covering an immense 17.1 million square kilometers. Russia's geography is as vast as it is diverse, stretching from the plains of Eastern Europe to the remote wilderness of Siberia. Its land is dominated by endless forests, expansive tundra, and some of the world's most dramatic mountain ranges. Russia's Ural Mountains, running north to south, act as a natural divide between Europe and Asia. In the east, Siberia's taiga, one of the largest forested areas in the world, stretches across thousands of kilometers, while the frigid tundra in the far north remains frozen for most of the year. Russia is also home to Lake Baikal, the deepest freshwater lake on Earth, containing roughly 20% of the world's unfrozen freshwater. The country's urban centers, like Moscow and St. Petersburg, offer a stark contrast to the wild, untamed landscapes that define much of Russia's geography. Further north, Russia's Arctic coastline is frozen for much of the year, while the far eastern Kamchatka Peninsula is known for its volcanoes and rugged wilderness. From the icy north to the temperate forests in the west, Russia's landmass is a world of extremes. Thanks for watching. Now it's your turn. Which country surprised you the most with its size? Or did you think another country would make the list? Let me know in the comments below.